I always told you.
Show it to me again. Melodic guys.
Hello, I'm Eric Williams.
Hello, I am Brent Carrot.
Hello, I'm Cody Teague.
Aha. And this is Melodic Mayhem.
Melodic Mayhem.
Melodic Mayhem.
Mayhem.
I don't think this is the cold intro people wanted. When we think of haunted houses, images of The Conjuring, Scooby-Doo, and the Amityville whorehouse instantly spring to mind. Yet, in every neighborhood from the past to the present, a haunted house exists whose name is only known to those it has terrorized. Haven't we all secretly wanted to explore one for ourselves, but never been daring enough to try it? Or maybe you've said, I don't can believe that shit. Either way, we can all agree that we would watch 5 witty and curious musicians delve into the unknown seeking answers with a completely open mind, wouldn't we? And would we even believe it if they did? Are these strange things we hear about every day real? You're free to make your own choice. Let's toot our own horns here. Toot. Like we should insert some fancy Miskatonic-y music right here.
Let me see if I can.
Oh, yeah, that's good. We are an intelligent bunch of musicians who seek to find the answers that you... Intermission, somebody take over, I'll take on the music. Eric, you say something.
So what we're going to do is we have this podcast that interlocks with a TV show on YouTube that we are also producing. And it's going to be a little bit of everything.
The first question we posed was, are haunted houses real?
That's right.
And that's what this episode is about. And so we actually went out and... We're the kind of people, right? Let's toot our own horns again with that fancy music. Do you feel like we're smart? You know what I mean? We're not.
I like to think I'm smart.
I do too.
Which probably means we're all really stupid.
It's okay.
Yes, mostly idiots.
Yeah. If we think we're smart, we're probably stupid.
It was always really sad, and it was always talked about when I was a girl that one of the school teachers passed away from fever upstairs, and she wasn't married and she was young, and all the doctors' ledgers are upstairs, so we used to always kind of joke that she haunted the area. And as a kid, I kind of was like, I probably started realizing it in my 20s that there was something going on. Maybe it's a friendly... There would be things. The upstairs was always more active than the lower level of the house. Things would happen. I could hear, it was an audible, it sounded, like when a train is whizzing past, your windows and the windows rattle. It was, the TV glitched. I couldn't keep third shift help, could not. I've always had that feeling as even a child is when you're leaving the house, you can feel something. I always say someone, but something looking at you. You can feel it. And got very aggressive, and as I was laying there, I could hear it getting closer. And I was like, oh, shoot, we're going to lose the front living room.
Okay, start that again.
So I walked to Eric's car with a boner, and I'm like looking at Eric's car, like, please don't look over. You're gonna know. You're
Did
gonna
you see the boner?
No, because he was looking. He was looking down at his phone.
You should have tucked it up through the top, bro.
It was just going.
No, you can't do that.
It was.
The first episode is actually going to be about haunted houses instead of ghosts.
We don't have a house.
Yes, we do. Oh, we have the best haunted house we have the Conjuring house too.
We can talk.
We can try. Yeah. I mean, we have the interviews, which I was going to intersplice in.
But then,
hey, I promise you, I've never done drugs.
yeah.
If you listen to the podcast, it's super dumb. Because, and Mike even mentions it when he's interviewing her, that it's like a battle for different parts of the house.
Guys, I was taking some cool shots, right?
Yeah.
I never hit record.
Oh,
I just looked. I was like,
Cody.
I was getting some good shots.
I went back and listened to my interview with Mike and Jay when they talked to me on the Eno project. And one of the things I said was that I never saw anything in the house, but I felt this horrible presence and that something was watching me. And
you were a liar.
I was a liar. But when I think back to that memory popped into my head. It connected me to a memory that I must have repressed when I was a child of a same shadow figure that I saw outside my bedroom window when I was a very little child. And it came back to me that I grew up in a haunted house. I don't remember that until just recently, but the house that I grew up in on Geraldine Street in Michigan was very haunted. So, I mean, I'm sure there was a poltergeist in there if I were to guess.
So I was up in Michigan at one point, and so it was just me and my little brother, the one who's 2 years younger than I am. And like I said, I'm not crazy. I've never heard anything else, but I woke up later than my little brother. I think it was a 2-hour delay, or maybe it was just a normal day, but we were getting ready to go to school, and I hear somebody yelling. I'm getting up, I'm waking up, like I'm awake, I've gone to the bathroom, I've done a bunch of stuff already, and I'm back in the bedroom, and I hear somebody yell that sounds just like my mother, and she yells, "Eric!" And I'm like, what the heck is going on? And I hear it again. And so I rush out to my mom and dad's bedroom, and I start banging on the door. I'm like, Mom, are you okay? Are you okay? I've heard this multiple times at this point, and my brother looks at me real strange, and he's like, yeah, Mom already left. What are you doing? And I'm like, I heard Mom yelling for me. Like, specifically for me, I heard her yelling for me.
What do you think that was?
I have no idea.
I was around 5 years old, and I walk into my bedroom because I was told to go to bed or whatever, and there's this shadow creature, but he's like a couple inches shorter than me, but his bed was huge, and it was an extraterrestrial, but it scared me so fucking bad, dude.
What? You saw an alien?
I feel like I did. But
I
walked in the room. I seen it.
You feel like you've seen it?
Yeah, no, dude.
Because you don't see ghosts and shit.
No, I don't. But it fucking,
That's interesting,
dude,
but still.
it stuck in my mind, and it fucking cocked its head, dude.
Ah!
I turned around and I looked at my mom. I was like, dude, I don't want to go to bed. I don't want to sleep in there. So the
But had anything been going on at the time when that
No,
happened?
I was a kid, dude. I was enjoying.
How old were you again?
Around 5 or 6.
And
Wait,
you saw
so
it?
what? Explain again. Your mom was behind you or something?
No, well, the living room is right beside my bedroom, and my door's always closed. But I opened it up, and it's so dark in there. But I seen this figure like standing like 6 feet away from me, and it wasn't much. And like he was like looking at me, and then cocked his head. I turned around.
No, I'm out.
I didn't tell my parents or anything. I was a kid. You know what I mean?
I'm moving. Yeah, no.
People would think I'm.
I always thought I had never had a paranormal experience. Like, until the other day when I was thinking about this house, and I remembered that I had that experience when I was really young. But it was crazy because the connection came from the fact that I remembered a time in the house in Liberty Center we're going to that I felt the same type of fear that I felt. I remembered the memory, right, of the kid that I was when I saw that shadow figure at the house that I now remember I think was haunted. I grew up in, right? Like, I did not know that.
I think all kids are cursed.
We definitely want to do some EVPs out there, right? We're out there, right?
Yes, EVPs for sure.
What else do we want to do while we're out at the house?
We can do EVP.
Ouija board?
No, we want to save that for Russell's.
Good. But that Friday night.
Bless you.
I'll bring it
Let's
home.
do spirit photography.
All right.
I'll take my I'll take a black and white camera on film.
Can I have a crank?
Yeah. We'll take the Lomo Kino too.
Yeah, that crank one I think would be superficial.
What's the first thing you think of when we're talking about haunted houses? What's the first piece of music you think of for haunted houses? Go.
I don't know, kind of ambient, fucking weird music.
Scooby Dooby Doo.
Kind of.
Where are you? That's the first thing that pops into my head when I think of haunted houses. Instantly. Scooby Dooby Doo. So we're here at the house. Cody is in the Estes method, our modified version with door gunner helmet from Iraq. Pretty cool. Every audible word you hear, say out loud. So anything that you are clear or that you know is an audible word, say it. So if it's pizza, cock ring, you know what I mean? Whatever it is, just shout out whatever it is you think you hear. If you don't hear anything, don't say anything. You just make the judgment call yourself whether it's worth saying out loud or not. But say it. But we're going to try to interact with the phenomena from here and see if Cody makes any replies or says anything while in the Estes method.
That's right. Bum, bum, bum.
So we're here, probably, I don't know, 75 yards away. No way he can hear us because he's isolated sonically and visually. And he's listening to the Spirit Box suite. And we're just going to ask some random questions while we're out here at the house. The place freaks me the out, man.
Talking.
I just swear I keep seeing people inside, or not seeing people, but it's just like, definitely get that feeling somebody's watching. And like Eric's like, hey, that curtain just moved. And he's like, you sure there's not somebody home? Light just went off. I know the lights are on timers, but I mean, there's nobody here. So if curtains are moving and stuff, that's wild.
Right now?
Let's just start with that. Did you move a curtain here? If you move the curtain, I'm watching. Move it again.
Your call.
I can see in all the windows. Move a curtain. Walk by a window. Is there other tragedies here? Or is there other...
All right.
I'm skeptical, so, you got to make me believe in
Radio.
visual proof, but audio would work too, so if Cody's saying words over there, that's fine. It's usually when you're looking that you don't ever see anything. It's like the minute we turn around or something.
Yep.
But it's weird because the front room, right there to the front, if you look up there, right up there, That's where there was a bunch of these
God.
faces in the windows and shit, like you saw, like that one with no observers where they saw that thing that looked, or I see that thing that looks like lamb. You know what I mean? Like, which is so weird.
If you have,
Has anyone seen me before in this house? I've been to this house before. Do any of you know me? You know my family.
It's a flickering light upstairs.
Where?
No, you don't see the window? To the right. Up on the balcony.
Yeah.
It's like somebody's watching
Oh.
TV in there.
Yeah. I see what you're talking about. Well, we're wrapping up anyway, so that's crazy. I tell you, man, there should be nobody here, and that's the way this house makes you feel. Should we talk about ourselves at all?
Sure.
I hate talking about myself.
Yeah, but we gotta introduce ourselves. This is the
Well,
first
is this like, it's like an AA meeting? Cody, you go first.
Hello.
Hello.
I am Cody.
Well, let him do it. Let him do it.
Hello, I'm Cody Teague, and I'm a bass player. I hit the string with my fingers. I like to play video games, and I love food.
Good.
Be natural.
Okay. If that's the case, I swear to God, in the intro, I think there's a fart every time you hear that.
No.
I gotta be some of it, anyways. Okay, so we're here at the house. Cody is in the Estes method. You say something? No. Okay.
What the Didn't say nothing.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Here we go.
I'd say we're going out there tonight.
Should we go out there tonight? What do you think about that?
That is the first one where I'm like, alright, that's a little weird.
This is unedited, so we're not. This isn't. I distinctly found a spot where I was able to sync up the audio so that we know the layout of these two pieces of video and audio are completely synced up in real time. So when you see the start of the video, that's the start of you guys' camera rolling on Cody and the Estes method. And then my camera picks up while Russell and I are, we were 75 yards away or so. We were far enough away that I
couldn't hear you
No.
when you guys were talking while we were doing
No, and there was barely, it was interesting that what I was able to hear in the audio down here on the monitors when we were mixing was that I said something and